retire that is slow paced, friendly, and your money goes further, well, this is the video for you.
So if you're currently navigating your hustle and bustle and high cost of living and fast pace in this area, I would like to introduce you to Virginia. It combines natural beauty and a lifestyle during your perfect golden years. I'm Jody Elson, and I'm the broker with Dream Real Estate.
I'm Paige Ulovich, an associate broker with Dream Real Estate and the broker for West Virginia.
I'm Israel Brooks. I'm a realtor and a partner with Dream Real Estate.
So why retire in Virginia? Why should we?
There's a lot of good reasons for it. I would have to say the number one reason that I talk to with people about is the cost of living.
Yeah.
When you compare Virginia to Washington, D.C. or the areas up in Maryland, it's just amazing how much less expensive it is here and how much farther that your dollar can go.
Right.
And there's still a lot of land available in Virginia, so you can get your acres, your space that you want. So Virginia's still a place that is on the move and growing.
That's what as far as retirement, that's what my husband and I are looking for, is we're already making plans. I think, Paige, you were talking about setting things up. Israel, you were born and raised here.
Yep.
So, I think you're looking to retire too in the Winchester area.
Or somewhere warmer. I'm still. I love Virginia. But it's starting to get cold, especially this week. So
You get the four seasons.
You do get the four seasons.
You do. I could live. And I like snow, but I don't like snow.
Yeah.
So
Snow is very pretty when you stay inside.
And it's cold today, so I think I like a beach. But yes, I love Virginia. I'm sorry.
But remember,
That's
you
what
can
we're
get
here
the
for.
beach on the East Coast,
That
not
is
that
true.
far away.
That is true. Virginia Beach is
it's
there.
not very far.
The Virginia Beach, and we have the beautiful leaves that change here too. So we have the gorgeous, and then you can go to all the parks that you can go and
the mountains on the western side of Virginia in the fall are just breathtaking.
Oh yeah,
the leaves are changing color.
Yeah, oh yeah, and healthcare too, access to healthcare. So we have a wonderful Valley Health system here that is well known throughout the country, and then we're not that far from UVA Medical Center, and then from Johns Hopkins too, from Baltimore. So we're close, like 2 hours from there. And
those are doctors that are top rated in the whole country. I'd say one thing that a few people have brought up to me is that it's a nice central location out here in the Winchester area because we've got 81 that runs down north and south. So it makes it easy to get up to New York and down to North Carolina, that area, as well as we're right where 66 comes into 81, so getting over to the East Coast is easy. And then if you go north a little bit, you can pick up the 70, which can take you east and west.
Right.
So it's a really nice central place that if you're like me and you want to spend your retirement years traveling, this gets you all up and down the mid-Atlantic and southern states.
Well, and then if you want to hop on an airplane, you're an hour from Dulles Airport, and the train, you can pick up the train in Manassas or, Northern Virginia and just take it, or go right into DC or Harper's Ferry.
Harper's Ferry.
Yeah,
we recently picked up Amtrak, went to Union Station in DC and went up to Philadelphia, and that was the most relaxing trip I've made in years.
Right.
Just get on the train, hang out for a couple hours, get right off, a few blocks from our hotel.
Yeah.
I recently did that to New York, so I took the Amtrak to New York, and I loved it. It was very enjoyable.
So much more relaxing than trying to fly.
Right. I don't know. I like IAD. That is my preferred airport. I think it's the best in the country. That's just my opinion. I'm there often, so it's very easy to get in and get out of there. So IAD, DCA is there, and BWI is not that far away. So we are close to so much within an hour or two.
And outdoor recreation, national state parks. We have, and wine culture too. We've got all the wineries around.
I still haven't made it to all the wineries. I'm working on it.
I know. Well, I need to do that too.
And don't forget
Just
the
to visit.
breweries and the cideries and the distilleries. Oh, now I sound like a lush. Anyway, but The other
Yeah.
great thing about being out here is the hiking is amazing out here. So we're very close to Shenandoah National Park. So
Yeah.
the annual pass for Shenandoah National Park is really affordable. And if you're a senior, then it's even better, especially if you get the nationwide national pass, because then that gets you into not only Shenandoah National Park, but Harpers Ferry National Park and any of the other national parks across the country.
And you know what? I didn't know there was 550 miles of Appalachian Trail in Virginia. I didn't realize.
Virginia?
Yeah, just in Virginia. I didn't realize that, too. I thought, oh, that's interesting. Has anybody tried the Appalachian Trail? I have not had a
No,
chance
I haven't.
to.
But King's Dominion, there's some other attractions too.
Oh, yes.
I got to get to
Yes.
what I like, right?
Yes, there you go.
Walking
That's
is
right.
good. Walking is great. But I do like King's Dominion. They have Busch Gardens. They have Six Flags. So there's a lot of attractions that you can do and great food. I think I'm the foodie of the group. There is great food in Virginia. So
Yes, there
What's
is.
your favorite?
let's see here. If you're down in Chantilly, there's a place called Bon Appetit. Bon Appetit. It's like an Italian restaurant. I think they cater to the airport too, but excellent place. Then right across the street, there's another place called El Fresco. If you're in the Centerville, Chantilly area, I'm trying to think, where do I go? I tried to hide the bill from my wife because the credit card, she knows. So if I had that in front of me right now, we could track Israel's food
That's right.
everywhere I went. So I'm trying to think. In Front Royal, there's Melting Pot. It's a pizza place that has been there for many years. I think all of the locals love it.
Oh, yeah.
Winchester, I'm sorry, I've got to go old. It's gone now, but Enrico's, in my opinion, was the best pizza ever. It was a little triangle building. I think it was not Boscawen, but Cameron Street. But it's gone now. But there is, I think it's called Ben's Pizza.
Denny's, yeah.
Downtown, that's great.
That's a good one, yeah.
So
El Centro's a
El
good one.
Centro's,
Love
a
that.
lot of great food.
Too. That's really good.
Then on Kent Street, I think it's called T-Bones.
Yes, I haven't.
Yeah,
been-
so make sure if you're down on North Kent, it's a family-owned restaurant. The family's been in Winchester for many years. I believe Terry Salone owns the restaurant. Beautiful family. So if you're ever downtown, it's next to the old Frederick Douglass High School. Okay. I believe it ties into some other historical in Loudoun County and Leesburg area, Douglass Center. So we definitely have a rich history of different historical landmarks. I think there is the Washington headquarters downtown.
Yeah, well, there's Shenandoah Valley Museum of Shenandoah Valley, which is a great place. That was a beautiful farm that the original owners had donated to Museum of Shenandoah Valley, and so it has a beautiful garden to walk through and has different exhibits throughout. Yeah, see, Virginia is the birthplace of America. That's what they're saying it's called, so.
Then there's the caverns too.
Yes, Luray Caverns.
Luray, Shenandoah Caverns, and if you keep going down 81, there's more caverns down that way too. So there's a lot of, if you're into nature, there's a lot of sites there too that you can visit.
Well, going back to George Washington, one little historical piece that I always like to point out to people and I think kind of gets lost is White Post, which is literally in White Post and the town of White Post. And it's where, when George Washington was surveying this area, that's where they started. That was their reference point.
So, and I'd like to say a little bit of history on my family is my ancestor surveyed with George Washington, the Bayless. So yes, so that was one of our things, and surveyed when he was in Winchester. And since my mom was born and raised in Winchester, and yes, so that was quite interesting that he surveyed with them. Yeah.
Cool.
So I thought,
Can you imagine raising your kids anywhere else?
No, my wife is from California, so so that's where, at first I went out there to work for 6 months. She wanted to come back, a place that it's slower. It's not, but the school systems like John Hanley High School, everyone knows everybody. So she loved that. And, most of my family never left here either. So we're kind of, one unit. So now her family lives here too. So I think Virginia is special, especially Winchester. It's home feeling, a place where everyone knows your name. It's kind of like that here.
that's
so
nice, yeah.
It's really like that here.
You can go to the grocery store and always see somebody My kids always tease me and say, "You're going to see somebody wherever you go, Mom. You always run into somebody," and always know 'em. But we ended up. My husband and I lived in D.C. for like 10 years, and then my husband's from California, Southern California, and we ended up moving to San Francisco for a couple years and had my son, and realized that it was just too expensive for us and we wanted to be closer to family, and so moved to Winchester, where my mom and family, all family, was born here. I only lived here maybe 2 years. And so then just stayed because we loved, the community, and for our kids, just like you, John Hanley High School, the high school for the city of Winchester, and you knew know all the people, and you follow from elementary to middle school to high school, and the kids know each other all the way through school, which is wonderful. And so now my husband and I just love it's not slower pace, but it's just a friendly place, and it's just the location is wonderful. You can go into Northern Virginia, into DC, just pick up the metro or drive in, and it's only a couple hours from the beach, or head up to the mountains, not that far from New York, to go up to New York and go down to, North Carolina or South Carolina. That's what we really like about the location. We really do. That's why we want to retire. Already thinking about it, setting it up to retire here.
One of the big reasons that my husband and I moved out here, and a lot of people discover when they start to look at housing, is the taxes.
Mm-hmm.
If you're used to living in Northern Virginia, you come out here and your tax rates are so much lower, it's unbelievable. So for example, in Fairfax County, the property tax rate is $1.13 per $100 of assessed value of your home. In Frederick County, it's 51 cents.
Oh, wow.
So less than half of what you're being taxed in Fairfax County. Plus our property values here are much more affordable. So in Fairfax County, the median tax bill for owning a home there is $6,400 a year, whereas in Frederick County, it's $1,300 a year.
Which is a huge difference.
That is a huge savings in what you're paying annually for your property taxes. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot better things I can think of to do with my money than
spend it on taxes.
for property tax.
Yeah, that's very true.
I think the slogan for Virginia is for lovers. So I think every place, every community, every city in Virginia is just great. But I have noticed that a lot of my coworkers in the IT field are now finding out about, the cost of living in the Winchester area, the less taxes. So 20 years ago, where the whole office lived in Northern Virginia, now 20 years later, most of us live, or most of them live where I live in Winchester, in this area. So, I think there's something to be said about, especially when you're retiring, I want to keep my money, I want to save my money, I want to spend my money on things that I want to do, like go to the beach or eat or, some type of food. So, I could see that happening.
And then we also have new construction too. Mary Castellano is one of our other agents and partner too. And she has a new build by Favre and Browning on Miller Street, which is downtown Winchester. It was an existing lot that Favre and Browning purchased, and then they built a beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bath house for $698, and it's 2,195 square feet, and that doesn't include the basement. It has an unfinished basement too. And
it's walking distance from Old Town, so you can walk to the restaurant, to the shops. And
yes. Oh, yes.
What's the square footage again?
2,195.
That's a lot of house.
Yeah.
That is a lot of house. And, in some of the other areas that you're not going to get that, for that price.
Yeah.
700,000, you're not going to get that. So.
And it's big.
And it's a floor plan not like any other builder's floor plans, and it's beautiful windows, remember, off the back there, the living area, fireplace, gourmet kitchen,
nice backyard,
nice big master bath, primary bedroom, bath too, and has an area that you could make as an office too if you wanted to downstairs. So which is really nice. And there'll be others coming soon too, that as far as new construction in the Winchester area.
I want to give Israel's top 5 restaurants.
Oh, that's right.
It's called Hog It Up Barbecue. It's a barbecue restaurant here in Winchester. There's a spot called Food Bash, and I think they do breakfast and lunch. It's on the north.
On Loudon Street,
Yeah, on
yeah.
Loudon
Yeah.
Street. So make sure they do have some outside seating too. So go visit them. Great restaurant. I already said T-Bones. That's in Kent Street. I also want to mention Tropical Island Coffee and Cafe. So that's like a Jamaican jerk chicken, rice, beans. I'm excited. I love it. I go there often.
It's on the corner of Piccadilly and Braddock.
You got it. You got it. I feel like it's a staple here is the Ichiban restaurant. That's the Japanese steakhouse. I love, the choo-choo, whatever, all the show. Give me the show. I love that. And then I would finally say Greenwood Grocery. They have excellent breakfast food in the morning. So that's Israel. I don't know, that feels like that's more than top 5, but that's the ones I think you should see. If you go there, leave it in the comments. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. If you like, I can meet you there. Then I can sell you a house. So whatever you want to do, just let me know.
Thanks so much for joining us today. We're Dream Real Estate. We are based in Winchester, Virginia, and if you were thinking about moving out to this area, we'd love to take you around and show you our favorite places. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.